what can you do to make that best case scenario happen? So what are the actionable steps you could do? Maybe you need to study harder, maybe you need to get assistance, maybe you need to spend more time, maybe you need to get more sleep so you're more relaxed and you can concentrate even more.
Rakhi, we mentioned earlier, and we spoke about parents having positive speak to their kids, but as a person, you should also be speaking positive to yourself, because that can trigger a positive situation and outcome.
And our self-talk, so we speak to ourselves more than anybody else speaks to us, right?
Yes.
So we need to make sure that the thoughts in our head are helpful for us, that they're not working against us at any time. And we also don't want to be unreasonably positive and optimistic when there's no reason to be. But what we're striving for is to be realistic. And then my other favorite thing is mindfulness. And basically what mindfulness is, it's just being focused in the present moment. Because when we're anxious, where are our minds? It's in the future, because we're worried about something going to happen. I'm going to fail the exam. The surgery might not go well for me. My partner's going to leave me. So we worry about something that might happen. And mindfulness means bringing yourself back to the present moment. Well, what can I do now? So it's about relaxing the mind, being in the present, and thinking about what choices can you make in the here and now so things actually pan out okay for you.
You know, I've been watching quite a few of your videos, and you talk about universe, being positive and speaking into the universe about positivity. That could trigger a whole new dimension for yourself if you just be positive in your outlook on life.
Absolutely. Like I spoke about earlier, this toxic positivity, it's not that easy to be positive and be positive all of the time. Negative things are going to happen to us in our lives, and that is life. It's not smooth sailing. But it's how we bounce back when something negative happens. And the one question we always ask is, why is this happening to me? So I always say, change it to, how is this happening for me? Because it's a lot more empowering to ask, because then you try to ask yourself, well, maybe this is happening for a bigger reason. Maybe I'm going to learn from this. Maybe I'm going to grow. Maybe something better is coming from this. And when we're feeling anxious, I always just put my hand in my heart and I say, this is happening for my higher good. Everything is. The suffering, nothing, there's always meaning that we find in suffering eventually, even if not at the time.
Exactly. Thank you, Rakhi. Positive speak, that's very important in your life. This one in quickly, doctor, if you can answer this one, says, evening to Dr. Beekrum. My granddad is 95 years of age. He has panic attacks quite often. Is it normal at his age? A doctor told us it's normal when he went into a normal yearly checkup. What could be the main cause of this? It comes from Tyrone out in Mandini.
So obviously your doctor would have a better, better understanding of his complete history. So it could be being 95 and being alive at 95, and thoughts about death often create a lot of anxiety. So I mean, it's unfair for me to answer. I don't know who the patient is and what his complete circumstances are. But you can imagine someone in their 90s worrying about their impending death, because that's what you think about at that age, or worrying about your children and your grandchildren.
So that's just, you would say, normal at